and their flat rate pricing means no surprises at the end of the job. Even Flow takes pride in doing the job right the first time. Just call 541-738-8853 for all your plumbing needs. When you need a pro, go with the Flow. Even Flow Plumbing.
1240 Joe Radio.
Derek Yellows leads things off for Walla. 4-0 Knights in the third. Ryan Brown missing with the first pitch. The right-hander works from the stretch with nobody on and sails his fastball up and away. Ball 2 to Derek. Ron Callan, this doesn't surprise me. I texted Ronnie earlier and said, tell me something about Lou Gellos, and Lou is the uncle of the current hitter, Derek Gellos, at the plate. And Ron came back with a pretty lengthy response. The 2-0 pitch, a one-handed swing, swung on and missed by Derek, and the count 2-1. Ron begins by saying, just talked to Lou last week. Yeah, I'm sure you did. You ask Ron Callan anything, and it's a little bit like the Shoeshine Man in the Police Squad episodes. Not quite along the omniscient Shoeshine Man who knew everything, about everything. The 2-1 pitch, a line drive into left field, base hit for Derek Gellos. A leadoff single for the second straight inning for the Sweets, and Devin Ornelas will be the hitter. Only 6 episodes were made of Police Squad, but it launched all of the Naked Gun films. The television shows were better. The 6 episodes, a summer replacement series, and the recurring gag with the omniscient Shoeshine Man is one of the more inspired gags in the history of television comedy. Anyway, Ron Callan has kind of overtones of the omniscient Shoeshine Man. You ask him anything about anybody in media history, and he either worked with him, interviewed him, or has a story about him. The pitch on the way to Devin Ornelas, foul back, 0-1 the count. 4-0 Knights in the third. Ronnie says that he and Lou Gellos were semi-rivals. He was at King TV in Seattle, while Ron was at Cairo. Ronnie said Lou, always a class act, moved to Portland in '92 to work at K2. The strike one pitch on the way, in there for strike 2. I always admired Lou's work. And hope that Uncle Lou, that you're listening tonight, should be a proud moment for the Gellos family, with Derek getting a base hit to lead things off and doing a nice job at Seattle U, and here with the Sweets. Derek draws a throw and gets back. But Lou, indeed a class act and one of the talented television sportscasters in both Seattle and Portland markets. And Lou coming back home when he came to Portland, where he grew up. No balls and 2 strikes, meanwhile, to Devin Ornelas. 4-0 Knights in the third. Ornelas swings and lifts one foul to the left and out of play. The count remains no balls and 2 strikes. Leo Rivera, the designated hitter, on deck. Brandon Van Horn, the Sweet skipper, going through the signs outside of third. The hitting coach, Peter Abenati, at first. Beautiful night for baseball. Very slight breezes tonight. Last night the breezes were up early, and it was much cooler as a result. Brown strike 2 pitch, misses high and away. 1-2 the count. I still suspect it will cool down considerably before a ball game's end. But just judging by where we are at the start, high 70s at the first pitch, it's going to stay nicer longer. 1-2 the count. Ryan Brown from the stretch. The runner goes. The pitch is swung on and missed. The throw to second base hits Derek Gellos and goes into center field. Derek's okay. Logan Johnstone backs it up and gets it in. Derek Gellos gets the stolen base. 4 for 9 on the young season at the plate, and his second stolen base with the Sweets. Devin Ornelas striking out, and Leo Rivera, the designated hitter, at the plate. 1 away. Rivera, a two-way player. Not quite yet a two-way player, quite caught up with the fellow by the name of Shohei Ohtani, who in the last 2 days has had maybe as good, remarkable of 2 days as any player in Major League Baseball history. I know, that takes in a lot of territory. Rivera takes high, ball 1-0, but that may not be untrue. The 1-0 pitch, a line drive, base hit to right field and heading to the right field corner. Derek Gellos will score easily, chasing the ball down. Eli Kennel in right. And Rivera cruises into second with a double to get Walla Walla on the board. Now the Knights 4 and the Swedes 1, with Jared Mazzaferro, the second baseman, coming to the plate. Rivera pitched last night. He doubles home a run today. Shohei Ohtani had eight runs batted in Tuesday for the Angels. Then last night struck out 13. I've never seen anything quite like that. No one really has. The Bambino in his heyday pitching for the Boston Red Sox, I don't think ever had 2 days quite like that. And he would be the only comp that you could come up with, right? I mean, there's nobody close to that in the history of the game. 8 RBIs one day, 13 strikeouts the next. That's just unbelievable, to be sure. 4-1 Knights. Rivera, an RBI double. Jared Mazzaferro taking a first pitch strike from Ryan Brown. Ryan back to the plate. Another breaking ball is in there for strike 2. Back-to-back breaking balls to Mazzaferro to work ahead, 0-2 the count. Jared opened the game, grounding out to second baseman Mason Lee. Lee is playing Mazzaferro back up the middle. Lee way over to his right, not quite behind the bag at second, but getting there with Ryan Brown working out of the stretch. Now Lee moves a few steps to his left as Ryan comes plateward. The pitch is swung on and missed. Strike 3 down in the turf. The tag made by catcher Tyler Quinn on Mazzaferro for the second out. Ryan Brown with 4 strikeouts in what is likely his final inning of work. J.J. Girardin, whom he fanned looking in the first, will step in. A gentleman with a Friends of the Library apron has moved in over here to the right. I've already bought a few. So, I don't know if I've got some right here. I wish I had more to give you, but that's all I can do. Thank you, sir, for coming up. We hope that as you see, if you're listening tonight, be sure to get the attention of the Friends of the Library folks and help support the 50-50 raffle tonight. It is a tremendous cause. Summer reading programs, book clubs for children, teens, and adults, author programs, take-home craft-themed learning kits, electronic equipment, all kinds of things that your generous donation tonight in the 50-50 raffle will help continue the mission of Friends of the Library. Ground ball to the left of Knight shortstop Xander Darby. He gloves it near the bag and throws J.J. Girardin out. The run here in the third notwithstanding, a good 3 innings for Ryan Brown in his first start. We'll see Ryan again in a similar role next week. Derek Gellos gets a single. He comes home on a Leo Rivera double. And at the end of 2.5, the Knights 4, Walla Walla 1 on 1240 Joe Radio.
Does your financial advisor take the time to really listen to you? Is your financial strategy personalized for you and your family? Will your financial advisor be there as your life and financial situation change? Hi, I'm former Oregon State athlete Tim Ewis, your Corvallis Edward Jones financial advisor. When we work together, we'll focus on what's important to you. We'll use an established process to create a personalized financial strategy backed by the advice, tools, and resources to help you reach your goals. And we'll partner to help your strategy stay on track. Contact me today, 541-758-8245. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
We set them up, you knock them down. Ireland ball. Party, let the good times roll. Great food, good fun. That's Highland Bowl. We set them up, you knock them down. Ireland Bowl.
North 9th Street, Corvallis. Are you a veteran living in Lynn County? You qualify for benefits that you earned. Home loans, disability compensation, health care, transportation, and more. You've earned them. Use them. Call 541-967-3882 and let Lynn County's Veteran Services help you. Do you know a veteran living in Lynn County? Help them call 541-967-3882. Lynn County Veteran Services can help them take advantage of benefits they earned. Lynn County Veteran Services, serving our local veterans.
1240 Joe Radio.
Ethan Lovelace attempts to bunt on the first pitch that he sees from Nick Wilson, pushes it foul up along third. 0-1 to Ethan An infield single in the first. Nick Wilson back and just misses inside. 1 ball and 1 strike to Ethan Lovelace. 4-1 Corvallis in the bottom of the third inning. Ethan Lovelace, Tyler Quinn, and Timo Becerra. Wilson back to the plate. Good fastball. Swung on and missed. 1-2 the count to Ethan Lovelace. Wilson picking up for Anthony Fidanza. The Knights scored 3 in the first and chased him. The pitch to Lovelace, a pop fly on the third base side. 1 step in fairgrounds, about 3/4 up the line at third. Jordan Andrade puts it away. 1 away, and Tyler Quinn to the plate. Tyler hit by a pitch in the Knights' 3-run first inning. Tyler Quinn, right-handed hitter from Hawaii. Swings at the first pitch, hits it foul towards Brian and Amy, and it gets over their heads and down into Urchin Alley. Our first call of Urchin Alley tonight, and a triumphant Urchin holding the ball aloft, looking up at family and friends who are looking down longingly to where those kids are. And now the strike one pitch to Quinn, ripped into left field for a base hit. Devin Ornelas moves over to play it on a couple of hops. A big turn by Tyler. He holds at first. A solid single for Quinn. The Knights have brought the lumber tonight again after getting stymied on Tuesday night in Game 1, 2-1. The Knights with 10 runs last night, up 4-1 here tonight. 4 runs and 8 hits. Timo Becerra, who struck out looking in the first inning, will step in against Nick Wilson, who is standing in bright sunlight, pitching into the shadows. And the first pitch to Timo Becerra misses low for ball 1, 1-0. Breezes have picked up just a little bit and really blowing a little bit more across tonight from left to right rather than the usual pattern of blowing out from west to east. 1-0 pitch, a check swing, but Becerra goes around. And the count 1-1 to Timo, who struck out in his first at-bat when the Knights batted around in that first inning. 3 runs and 5 hits. A 1-out single from Tyler Quinn here in the third. And we'll see if Coach Knight is of a mind to send Tyler, who's 1 for 2 in stolen bases. He does go. The pitch is a strike. The throw to second is in time for the out. And Tyler now 1 for 3 in stolen bases with a strong and quick throw from Kai Osaka to Jared Mazzaferro for the putout. 2 away. 1-2 to Timo Becerra. And Nick Wilson returns to working from the windup. Comes 1-2, a slicing fly ball down the right field line. Moving over is William Pfennig in fair territory to pull it in. And Wilson ends up facing the minimum. We are through 3. It's the Knights 4 and Walla Walla 1. Expecting to see a new pitcher when we return on 1240 Joe Radio.
Dave's Performance Hybrids is the Willamette Valley's Prius experts and your Toyota dealer alternative. Dave's is now offering hybrid battery warranty extension for every Prius. If your Prius has an original battery or was replaced somewhere else and has expired, invest in Dave's hybrid battery warranty extension before it fails and save 50% off the price of a 1 to 5 year warranty, including testing. Need an oil change? Get $20 off your next oil service at Dave's Performance Hybrids. Off I-5 and Highway 20 in Albany. Online at davesperformancehybrids.com. It's time for the pitchers to throw strikes and for the batters to deliver those clutch hits. It's time for Corvallis Knights baseball. Each year, the Knights look at this time as an opportunity to win another West Coast League championship. Just like a new season is an opportunity, so is getting recertified in first aid and CPR. It's an opportunity to practice your skills so you can be ready to help in an emergency. If it's that time for you, contact CPR Works at 541-760-7632 to schedule your next class. And go Knights.
Have you been putting off that home remodeling project but have finally decided to take a leap and get it done? Corvallis Floor Covering can help. Stop by and browse through their large showroom with a wide variety of carpet, laminate, tile, wood, and vinyl flooring and window coverings from all the popular brands. Corvallis Floor Covering is at the corner of 2nd and Van Buren downtown, or log on to corvallisfloorcovering.com. Shop local. Shop Corvallis Floor Covering. And go Beavs!
1240 Joe Radio.
Through 3 innings at Goss Stadium at Coleman Field, the Corvallis Knights 4 runs, 8 hits, and no errors. Walla 1 run, 3 hits, and no errors. The new pitcher is Kaden Siegel, coming out of the bullpen to pick up for Ryan Brown. Kaden is the son of Corvallis Knights CEO and founder Dan Siegel, and pitched a very good ball game here in the Knights series sweep of the Walla Walla Swedes. And Kaden has completed his warm-up tosses and is getting ready to go to Josh Williams, William Fenig, and Jordan Andrade. Kaden coming into the ball game out of the bullpen after making 2 starts recently. This is his 4th overall appearance. A record of 2-0. He's worked 11 innings, allowed only 4 hits in his first pitch to Josh Williams. Misses inside. 3 walks, 9 strikeouts, an ERA of 0. 11 innings of work for Kaden. 1-0 to Josh Williams. Kaden kicks and comes back, and the fastball dropped by Tyler Quinn. Whether Tyler was crossed up or not, he didn't catch it cleanly, but the home plate umpire nevertheless pumps the right fist to indicate a 1-1 count now to Josh, who grounded to third in his first at-bat. Siegel on for Ryan Brown. 1 run and 3 hits allowed by Ryan. Siegel to the plate. Knee-high fastball, but maybe a little bit below, and Josh takes it. The count 2 balls and a strike to Williams. Siegel peering in to Tyler Quinn. Still in the sunlight, delivers, and Williams pounds the 2-1 pitch foul at the plate. Kaden Siegel and Tyler Quinn, the Knights battery. Brady Lavoie at first, Mason Lee at second, Xander Darby at short, Timo Becerra at third, Titus Dumitru in left, Logan Johnstone in center, Eli Kennel in right. 2-2 the count, 4-1 Knights in the 4th. Siegel delivers and bounces the 2-2 offering. 3-2 to Josh Williams with William Fenig on deck, Jordan Andrade to follow. Second baseman Mason Lee stationed several steps out in shallow right field. Siegel's 3-2 change is swung on and missed. Strike 3. Great start again for Kaden Siegel. This time coming out of the bullpen, he fans Josh Williams and William Fenig, who singled to left field in the second. And coming in, flirting with 500 in this young summer in 2022. Fenig to the plate. William Fenig III out of West Texas A&M, where he's going to school now. Went to high school in Scottsdale. Takes low, ball 1-0. The Knights continuing the homestand against the Bellingham Bells this weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. A 1 o'clock start Sunday afternoon. The 1-0 pitch misses down and in. 2-0 the count to Fenig. An off day on Monday, and then a first ever meeting and game trip to Springfield. The Knights and the Springfield Drifters at Hamlin Field Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday to end the month of June. Siegel's 2-0 pitch. Fenig takes low and away. Ball 3. 3-0. Kaden turns his back on home plate for a moment, tosses the ball in the air, catches it with his right hand, now steps back in, hoping to come back and find the zone. He got a strikeout on a 3-2 pitch. He's now 3-0, pumps a fastball in there for a strike to Fenig. 3-1 the count to William. 4-1 Knights, top of the 4th inning. Corvallis trying to improve to 11-1 on the year, opening the night with a 2.5 game lead over both Bend and Ridgefield. The 3-1 pitch is in there for a strike. And the count goes full, with Kaden trying to come all the way back. 3-2 the count. The Knights moved to Corvallis. Dan, Kaden's papa, brought the Knights here for the summer of 2007, and the Knights have never missed the playoffs and have 8 championships. The 3-2 breaking ball from Kaden misses. Ball 4. William Penning trots down to first. Jordan Andrade will come to the plate. Jordan struck out in the second. I don't know where Dan is right now. We see him around almost all of the games, but Papa, I think, gets a little bit nervous. All parents do. And so I don't know where he's taking this one in, but has to be very proud of Kaden's season this past spring at LB, the start he's off to with the Knights. Breaking ball misses low to Andrade, not by much. 1 ball and no strikes. 4-1 Knights, top of the 4th inning. Kaden looking over at William Penning, getting his lead held on by Brady Lavoie. The 1-0 fastball popped up on the right side. Second baseman Mason Lee calls a couple of steps back in shallow right. Makes the grab for the second out of the inning. And Kai Osaka, who grounded into a double play in the second, will come to the plate. After the Knights play in Springfield, they'll have a 3-game series with the Port Angeles Lefties, July 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, a big fireworks extravaganza on the 3rd of July. And certainly hope that Golden Tate is able to make the trip down in a Port Angeles Lefties uni, whether he's riding the buses a la Michael Jordan with Birmingham in his minor league season back in '94. I don't know whether Golden Tate is doing that or not, but he's expected to be here with the Port Angeles Lefties July 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. Kaden's first pitch to Osaka in there for a strike. Kaden comes back and misses down and away. 1-1 the count. 2 down, William Penning at first. Kaden Siegel with a count of 1 ball and 1 strike comes set. Kicks and comes 1-1 and misses outside. 2-1 the count. These beautiful nights we have for baseball this time of year. Indeed they are, but this time of evening very difficult for the left fielder. Titus Dimitru with each pitch, shielding the sun with his glove, now using his bare hand as Titus Dimitru waits for Siegel to deliver. Hand up, shielding the sun, glasses down, the 2-1 pitch missing. Kaden has gone to a 3-ball count on 3 of the 4 batters that he's faced. He's 3-1 on Osaka. William Penning at first with 2 down. The breeze is picking up here as we play on in the 4th. The Knights leading 4-1. Quick move to first by Kaden, and William Penning dives back. The breeze is picking up enough that the long sleeve shirt will be going on here shortly. Penning is 2 for 4 in stolen base ventures. Good pitch to run on here should Brandon Van Horn so desire. We'll see if Penning is taking off. 3-1 the count. Siegel from the stretch. He throws to first again. A pretty close play. Nice move by Siegel. Penning just did get back. And indeed it has the look of Penning trying to take off on the pitch. 3 balls and a strike to Kai Osaka. Kaden Siegel's first inning of work. Ryan Brown, his first start with the Corvallis Knights, went 3. Siegel's 3-1 pitch is low for ball 4. And that'll bring Derek Gellos back to the plate. Derek singled the lead off last inning, scored on a 1-out double by Leo Rivera. Tyler Quinn out to talk to Kaden Siegel. 2 on and 2 down. Siegel to face Derek Gellos. And Ron Callan also added a postscript, a Tiger Woods story. Ron, I can't, it's too long. It'll make for interesting reading later, but Ron has a Tiger Woods story. Of course he does. I'll get to it when I can. Now Siegel misses low, ball 1 to Gellos. 1-0 the count. Kai Osaka, the only hitter to whom Derek has jumped ahead of. He's walked 2 in the inning, 2 on, 2 out, 4-1 Knights, 1-0 to Gelos. Breaking ball down and in, ball 2, 2-0. Siegel fighting his control a little bit here in the fourth. Does have 2 outs and is trying to work his way through the control difficulties. 2 balls, no strikes. The two teams combined last night to walk 17. The 2-0 pitch. Gelos takes a hack and fouls it away. 2 balls and a strike. Ryan Brown did not walk anyone through 3 innings. Only 1 walk so far yielded by Walla pitching. So it's a different kind of ball game altogether. However, Kaden Siegel has walked 2 in the inning. Trying to fill up the zone and get out of it with a 3-run lead intact. Delivers, and Gelos goes after a pitch that might have been ball 3. Swings and hits it foul to the left towards Waldo Way. And the count now even. 2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 on and 2 out in the fourth. The Knights with 3 in the first, 1 in the second. Walla picked up a run last inning. Now Derek Gelos, who scored it, trying to drive one in. The lights turned on this beautiful summer evening, June 23rd, 2022, 50th anniversary of Title IX legislation. The pitch to Gelos rolled foul. Oregon State announced its Hall of Fame class for 2021, and it will be entirely in tribute to the pioneers of Title IX intercollegiate athletics at Oregon State, and the Hall of Fame ceremonies coming up in November. 2 balls and 2 strikes the count to Derek Gelos. The 2-2 pitch sails high and away and off the mitt of Tyler Quinn, rolling towards the Knights' dugout. Quinn chases it down on the wild pitch. William Pfennig to third. Into second base goes Kai Osaka. And Kaden Siegel has been 3 balls to each hitter in the inning, save for Andrade. And he throws the 3-2 pitch outside for ball 4 to load him up. Leo Rivera, the batter. Brooke Knight takes a stroll from one end of the dugout to the other. That's not necessarily the most encouraging of sign usually for a pitcher when that takes place. And some activity. He went down to communicate something. He wants somebody to get ready down in the bullpen. And the first pitch from Kaden is high, ball 1. He has fought himself the entire inning. Falling behind each hitter, save for Osaka. Now Bo Kearns will walk slowly out to the mound. Kaden Siegel, who was brilliant in his last outing, 5 scoreless innings and picking up the win over Walla, coming out of the bullpen is just been erratic. Hasn't been able to find the zone with consistency. He does have, to his credit, through all of this, 2 outs. But he's in jeopardy here of finding himself perhaps coming out of the ballgame here soon unless he can locate here shortly. The home plate umpire wanders out to expedite matters here with Bo Kearns and Tyler Quinn paying a visit to Kaden Siegel. And Kaden hopes through all of this, 3 walks to load him up to find the strike zone in time to keep himself in the game and keep the Knights' lead at 4-1 here in the top of the 4th inning. Leo Rivera doubled home a run last inning. Has a chance to do some big damage here. Siegel's 1-0 pitch is high. Ball 2, 2-0. Okay, the breezes are compelling me now. They're picking up. And so the long sleeve is coming. Siegel delivers an important 2-0 pitch for a strike. And the count 2-1. That was a big one. Now he's going to try to come back and stay out of trouble. The 2-1 pitch, and a good pitch, swung on and fouled back. So Kaden has worked his way to a chance to get out of the inning. 2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs and the sacks full. Kaden has walked the bases loaded, but the young man through it all, trying to get out of it with a 0 on the board, working against the left-hand hitting Leo Rivera. Kaden's 2-2 pitch on the way. Got him swinging. Tremendous job by Kaden Siegel. He walks off kind of with a smile, almost a sheepish kind of grin on his face as he walks 3, but he strikes out 2, and the Sweets leave the bases loaded. No runs, no hits, 3 left. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Still Corvallis 4 and Walla 1 on 1240 Joe Radio.
If you feel you're overpaying on your taxes and you're not as profitable as you should be, you're not alone. At Tax and Wealth Management in Corvallis, they can help because that's what they do. They work with individuals and business owners to lower your taxes, increase your profit, and manage your cash flow. They provide bookkeeping and payroll services too. Give them a call at 541-753-4185. That's 753-4185. And get in the game. Tax and Wealth Management in Corvallis, your hometown tax team. And go Beavs.
Planning an Oregon staycation this year? You'll find a great selection of warm weather shirts, sandals, hats, even summer suits and sport coats for those special events. We have it all at the Natty Dresser, from hats to shoes and everything in between. You'll find everything the well-dressed man needs by brands you trust. Our services include suit rentals, alterations, and custom made-to-measure shirts. The Natty Dresser, purveyors of quality menswear, now open Monday through Saturday in the heart of historic downtown Albany. Dress well, be confident, find success.
At Thai Express, they've learned that when you treat your taste buds right, great things happen. Come and experience traditional Thai recipes with a sprinkle of new world creativity, like pad Thai, a curry, fried chicken dumplings, or one of their delicious soups, all customized to your taste. Thai Express is in Corvallis on 9th Street, behind Little Caesars. They're open for dine-in or visit their drive-thru. Don't be shy. Give them a Thai. Thai Express, locally and veteran-owned. It's same, but different.
1240 Joe Radio.
Impressive work by Kaden Siegel in an inning clearly where he didn't have command. Walked 3, nevertheless, found it in time. Bases loaded and a 2-0 count. Came back to strike out Leo Rivera. The Sweet strand 3. The Knights still lead at 4-1 as we go to the bottom of the 4th. Logan Johnstone, Mason Lee, and Xander Darby. The top of the order against Nick Wilson. The first pitch to Logan misses inside and glances off Kai Osaka's mitt to the backstop. 1-0 the count to Logan, who singled to right in the first and scored. Grounded to short in his last at-bat. Nick Wilson winds and comes with a fastball high and away. 2-0 the count. Nick Wilson and Kai Osaka the battery for the Sweets. Derek Gellos at first, Jared Mazzaferro at second, J.J. Girardin at short, Jordan Andrade at third. The 2-0 pitch, away, ball 3-0. Devin Ornelas in left, Josh Williams in center, William Benning in right. If indeed we see Golden Tate play with Port Angeles here in the first week of July. The 3-0 pitch, a strike to Logan, and the count 3-1. He would be the second player with NFL ties to play in this West Coast League. The 3-1 pitch, missing, away for ball 4. Logan Johnstone drawing the leadoff walk in the bottom of the 4th. Mason Lee, the batter. That is the second walk yielded by Walla pitching. Again, 17 combined for the two staffs last night. Mason Lee, halfway to the cycle, has tripled and singled. Has scored twice, has an RBI as he steps in. And the first pitch sails over Mason's head. A breaking ball that didn't come down, and Mason takes the helmet off and kind of shakes his head after the fact. Out to the mound goes Kai Osaka for a visit to Nick Wilson. 1-0 the count. Now, there may be more than the two I'm thinking of, but the two that come to mind. Jake Locker competed for the Bellingham Bells. I remember calling a game and interviewing Jake before a Corvallis Knights Bellingham Bells game. The pride of Ferndale, Washington. 1 ball and no strikes. Wilson delivers a bunt on the left side, fielded by Jordan Andrade. The throw goes over the head of Derek Gellos. It'll be a bunt single and a throwing error on Andrade, and into third base races Logan Johnstone. Mason Lee is 3 for 3. He gets the bunt single, but then Andrade overthrows Gelos, and the Knights in business. Runners at the corners and nobody out here in the fourth for Xander Darby. Darby has doubled home a run and walked. The first pitch to Xander misses up and away from Nick Wilson. 1-0 the count. Jordan Poyer. Come to think of it, the Knights had their own. Jordan Poyer played briefly. Just remember Jordan playing for the Knights and still playing in the league. The 1-0 pitch in there for a strike and the count 1-1. So that would make 3, and there might be 1 or 2 others that have failed to garner my attention. But Jake Locker, Jordan Poyer, and the latest would be Golden Tate. Port Angeles lefties. Big difference between Locker and Poyer in their situations, though. The 1-1 pitch high and away, ball 2, 2-1. Tate, I believe, is 33 years of age and is just wrapping up a long career in the NFL, whereas Locker and Poyer were sort of choosing between baseball and football at that point in their amateur careers on the way up. 2 balls and a strike to Darby. First and third, nobody out. Xander takes a fastball for a strike, and the count 2-2. Logan Johnstone at third, Mason Lee at first. Mason Lee can really run. We'll see if he takes off here to avert a possible double play. The 2-2 pitch is high, ball 3. Almost certainly will be going here. 3-2 the count. With Logan Johnstone at third base, Mason Lee at first, nobody out. 3-2 to Darby. Eli Kennel next. The Knights trying to add to their 4-1 lead. Lee does go. The 3-2 pitch is strike 3 called. No throw from the catcher Kai Osaka, but a good pitch by Nick Wilson to fan Darby. And Eli Kennel to the plate. The junior announcer is as precious as anyone I think we've ever had in that role. I'm not exactly sure whom it is. Bobby Merwin will declare at the end. With Eli Kennel stepping in, Eli has struck out swinging and flied to center. Second and third, 1 out. The full announcement of the batter is difficult for the youngster to come up with. Eli Kennel lofts a high fly to left field. Moving under it is Ornelas. Tagging at third is Logan Johnstone. Logan on his way to the plate and in with a head-first slide. Eli Kennel with the sacrifice fly to left field and the run batted in. The Knights lead it 5-1. So a nice job by Eli, getting just enough of it to left field. And the batter is Titus Dimitru. Our young junior announcer, it's a little too much for him to announce the entire part of the now batting left fielder, Titus Dimitru. So what he does do, when at the end he's cued to say, now the batter, after I say all of this, I'll point to you and you say, Eli Kennel. And that's kind of how it's gone. Now batting for the Knights in left field, Titus Dimitru. It's pretty precious. The pitch to Titus misses high and inside, ball 1. 1-0. 5-1 Knights in the bottom of the fourth. Mason Lee stayed at second. Nick Wilson has been on since the second inning. Delivers a pitch up and in that Dimitru swings at and hits into the Jack Riley concourse to the left. A fan walking through casually. I think that fan is... Yeah, I thought I recognized him. Now from afar, I'm not so sure. 1 ball and 1 strike. With the Knights leading 5-1 in the bottom of the fourth inning. The OSU Foundation folks are kind of wandering to and fro through the Jack Riley concourse, also sitting and watching from the Omaha room. Dimitru, a fly ball to right field. William Fennick back on it to make the catch to retire the side. The Knights do get a run. Eli Kennel, a sacrifice fly. We are through 4. The Knights 5 and Walla Walla 1 on 1240 Joe Radio.
For auto glass solutions, better call the glass man. Call 541-760-2277. Call the glass man.
Need your auto glass repaired or replaced? Need to recalibrate your advanced car safety system? Don't call that 800 number. Call the glass man.
For auto glass solutions, better call the glass man. Call 541-760-2277. Call the glass man.
At Albin's Plumbing, we're boring. Hi, I'm Katie Albin, and I want everyone to know that at Albin's Plumbing, we're boring. Directional boring, to be exact. So if you need to run a pipe underground, under a driveway, or under a sidewalk, and you don't want to destroy your yard in the process, the boring people at Albin's Plumbing can help you with your directional boring. Just give us a call.
At Albin's Plumbing, plumbing's all we do. Call 754-8282. Albin's Plumbing.
Does your financial advisor take the time to really listen to you? Is your financial strategy personalized for you and your family? Will your financial advisor be there as your life and financial situation change? Hi, I'm former Oregon State athlete Tim Ewis, your Corvallis Edward Jones financial advisor. When we work together, we'll focus on what's important to you. We'll use an established process to create a personalized financial strategy backed by the advice, tools, and resources to help you reach your goals. And we'll partner to help your strategy stay on track. Contact me today, 541-758-8245. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
1240 Joe Radio.
At the risk of saying, here we go again, here we go in the sense as we go to the 5th. The first pitch from Kaden Siegel to Jared Mazzaferro is outside. But to Kaden Siegel's great credit, he comes back with a 1-0 pitch. Hit foul down the right field line and out of play beyond the Omaha room. The count 1-1. 5-1 Knights, top of the 5th inning. Jared Mazzaferro, J.J. Girardin, and Josh Williams, the hitters. The 1-1 pitch from Kaden is outside. Ball 2, 2-1. Kaden walked the bases loaded last inning, but got out of it unscathed. A strikeout to end the inning with the sacks full. Now the 2-1 pitch, a pop fly on the left side. Xander Darby behind the bag in shallow center. The shortstop for the Knights makes the catch. One away, and J.J. Girardin, the batter. J.J. has struck out looking and grounded to short. Young Flynn was our junior announcer tonight, the Benton County Schools Credit Union junior announcer. Flynn doing a precious job tonight. The pitch on the way to shortstop will be J.J. Girardin. The first out of the inning made by Leo Rivera, with the strikeout recorded on Devin Ornelas last inning. And now the first pitch breaking ball slips out of the hands of Kaden Siegel, missing high, ball 1. Rivera popping out to the shortstop to open the inning. Jared Mazzaferro lining the single to center. And now the batter, J.J. Girardin, who has struck out looking and grounded to short. 5-1 Knights in the 5th. Siegel delivers outside. Ball 2, 2-0. Kaden looking into Tyler Quinn. The Knights trying to win another series. They swept their first 3 and now looking to win the rubber game in this one. The right-hander, Siegel, misses again. Ball 3, 3-0. 1 out, a man aboard. Top of the 5th. 3 balls and no strikes to Girardin. Josh Williams on deck. Kaden comes set, throws to first. And again, diving back safely is Jared Mazzaferro. 3-0 to J.J. Girardin. Kaden again will try to come all the way back, but he's not able to. The 3-0 pitch is ball 4. And here comes Brooke Knight, and I think that's going to do it for Kaden Siegel. Too bad. Kaden did a good job to escape further trouble last inning. And it's not as though ball 4 has been a problem for Kaden heretofore. In his previous 3 outings in 11 innings, he'd only walked 3. But tonight, in 1 1/3, Kaden walks 4, and he comes out. Just not able to command the zone tonight. And we'll see a change in pitchers here with a call to the bullpen going out, brought to you by All Pro Property Services. A pitching change break. The Knights leading 5-1. A right-hander coming in. We'll talk about him when we return after this 90-second pitching change break on 1240 Joe Radio.
Taste the incredible flavors of India at Evergreen Indian Restaurant. Enjoy delicious made-to-order Indian cuisine using traditional recipes and fresh ingredients, including a variety of entrees and tandoori specials. Evergreen Indian Restaurant is open for takeout orders from 11:30 to 2:30 p.m. and open for dine-in and takeout from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. daily except Tuesdays. View the menu and order online at evergreenindianrestaurant.com on Southwest 3rd in downtown Corvallis and West 7th in Eugene. Evergreen Indian Restaurant. Dave's Performance Hybrids is the Willamette Valley's Prius experts and your Toyota dealer alternative. Dave's is now offering hybrid battery warranty extension for every Prius. If your Prius has an original battery or was replaced somewhere else and has expired, invest in Dave's hybrid battery warranty extension before it fails and save 50% off the price of a 1 to 5 year warranty, including testing. Need an oil change? Get $20 off your next oil service at Dave's Performance Hybrids. Off I-5 and Highway 20 in Albany. Online at davesperformancehybrids.com.
I was there in the living room reading a book when I heard a terrible sound. When are you going to start planting those trees and getting the backyard ready for our daughter's wedding? I'll do it, but not today. I know you don't want me to do it, but I'm going to do it anyway. Woo! I know the guys at Philomath Rental. They'll show me what to do. And since they're open 7 days a week, I can go out there today. Uh-oh. Darn you, Philomath Rental.
Philomath Rental, next to Landmark Realty, 1.5 miles west of the Sunset Shopping Center. For tools and equipment for home, farm, and business. Check out Philomath Rental.
Okay, I didn't know that.
1240 Joe Radio.
Neil Feist takes over for Kaden Siegel, with the Knights leading Walla 5-1 in the top of the 5th inning. Feist will face left-hand hitting Josh Williams, who's grounded to third and struck out. Neil 6'3", 215 from El Camino College out of Torrance in Southern California. Here in the top of the 5th, Kaden Siegel able to retire Leo Rivera to open the inning on a pop-up, then gave up a base hit to Mazzaferro, and then issued his 4th walk in the inning and a third outing to J.J. Girardin. And Brooke Knight goes with a new arm here now, and Neil Feist in the 5th, and the first pitch misses up and away. Ball 1. Paul Blackburn showing me that the temperature has dropped to 69 degrees, and the breezes have picked up just a little bit too. I see people reaching for the extra layer all around me. A wise choice. Out of the stretch works Feist. The 1-0 pitch. Fastball hit Waldo away and out of play. 1 ball and 1 strike the count. In the top of the 5th in this rubber match, the Corvallis Knights and Walla Sweets. The call to the bullpen to Neil Feist, as I mentioned, brought to you by All Pro Property Services. Neil delivers a strike to Josh in the count 1-2. Your locally owned option for property cleaning, maintenance, renovation, and landscaping. Relax. All Pro Property Services has the bases covered. All Pro Property Services sponsoring our call to the bullpen. Feist 1-2 fastball just inside. Pretty good pitch. Just missed the black on the inner part of the plate. 2-2 to Josh Williams. William Fennig next. 2 on, 1 out. The Knights leading 5-1, but pressure the last couple of innings put on by this Walla club. The 2-2 pitch, a fly ball to right field. Moving over is Eli Kennel. Eli plays it on a hop. He hasn't played a lot of outfield. I thought that ball was catchable. Eli and Logan Johnstone coming together, and I'm not sure they communicated well enough. That ball was up there long enough to be an out, and it fell in. And I don't know, Eli has the physical tools and talent to come get that ball. So I'm a little surprised at that, and that's a tough break. That probably should have had an out attached to it. And now the bases are loaded with one out. William Pfennig, the batter. Out of the stretch works Feist. The infield at double play depth. The check swing and a tapper foul. No balls and one strike the count to Pfennig. Walla Walla had a great run in minor league baseball with the Walla Walla Padres, 73-82. No balls and one strike the count. The pitch on the way. A ground ball to the hole. It's short and under the glove of Darby into left field. 2 runs will score, and then the throw comes all the way through to the plate. It shouldn't have, from Titus Dimitru, and that enables Josh Williams to go to third with only one out. So a 2-run single for William Pfennig, who continues his excellent hitting. He's 2 for 2 tonight. It's now 5-3 Corvallis, with Mazzaferro and Girardin coming in to score. Williams taking third on the throw through to the plate that should have been cut. The play shouldn't have come all the way into home. Jordan Andrade, the batter, first and third, one out. 5-3 Knights. Andrade swings and hits one into Urchin Alley to our right. No balls and one strike. So some outfield play here in the top of the 5th inning. Has come up a little bit short. A fly ball that I think should have been caught that went for a base hit, and then the throw going to the wrong base here, enabling Josh Williams to go to third with less than 2 outs. No balls and a strike to Jordan Andrade, with the Knights' lead cut to 5-3. Neil Feist out of the stretch, delivers strike 2, 0-2 the count. Walla Walla, an affiliate of the Padres, and I believe Pat Casey was a member of the Walla Walla Padres, beginning his professional career in the Padres organization, coming out of the University of Portland. I'll have to double check that. Tony Gwynn, I know, played there in 81. I saw him. I heard the ball coming off his bat at a minor league ball game down at Civic Stadium in Eugene back in the summer of 81. When Gwynn made his professional debut, he did so as a member of the Walla Walla Padres. And I think Pat had played for them the summer before. A throw to first base, back to the bag, dives William Pfennig. The tying runs on base with only one out. Another throw to first, and Pfennig back to the bag. So runners at the corners, the Knights infield at double play depth. Pfennig was able to nudge one through the hole and just under the diving attempt of Xander Darby. I thought Darby would at least be able to knock it down, but it went under his glove. Now a breaking ball from Feist. A 1-2, pardon me, to Jordan Andrade. For the 5th inning, Walla Walla's cut into the 4-run lead, trimmed it to 2. Breaking ball outside, ball 2, 2-2 to Andrade. Coach Van Horn going through the signs in the third base box. William Pfennig held on by Brady Lavoie. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The right-hander Neil Feist from the stretch kicks and delivers 2-2. A fly ball to right field that should, well, it maybe not. Eli Kennel in to make the catch, and a bluff. And Kennel throws a 1-hop strike to the plate. A bluff from third by Josh Williams. The ball not hit deeply enough off the bat of Andrade. Big out, 2 down. And a nice catch by Eli and throw. Still trying to learn the ropes out in right field. and I thought in that respect might have given up on the ball too soon, hit by Josh Williams. But this time, able to come on, make the throw, catch, line up the throw, and a one-hop strike to the plate. Kai Osaka, the batter, first and third, 2 down. Williams remaining at third, gets his lead with Neil Feist out of the stretch. Comes to the plate and misses, high and away to Osaka, ball 1. Kai has grounded into a double play and walked. 1 ball and no strikes to count. William Pfennig, good runner at first base. 5 runs, 9 hits for the Knights. 3 runs, 6 hits for Walla Walla, showing some real life in the last couple of innings. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Scored a run in the third, left the bases loaded in the fourth, and picked up 2 here in the fifth. Tyler Quinn out in front of the plate with some defensive signals. William Pfennig with a count of 1 ball and 1 strike with 2 down, very likely will be on the move in this sequence. Kai Osaka at the plate, Derek Gellos on deck. Neil Feist out of the stretch. The pitch on the way, fastball in there. Good pitch. The count now 1-2 to Osaka. The Knights trying to win the series will host the Bellingham Bells, Ken Griffey Jr. country, back where he made his professional debut. Bellingham in town tomorrow. Pfennig goes, the 1-2 pitch, a fly ball to center field. Logan Johnstone has it in his tracks, makes the catch. The inning is over, but Walla Walla creeps back in a bit, scoring 2 runs in the inning on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 left. At the end of 4.5, the Knights 5 and Walla Walla 3 on 1240 Joe Radio.
Planning an Oregon staycation this year? You'll find a great selection of warm weather shirts, sandals, hats, even summer suits and sport coats for those special events. We have it all at the Natty Dresser, from hats to shoes and everything in between. You'll find everything the well-dressed man needs by brands you trust. Our services include suit rentals, alterations, and custom made-to-measure shirts. The Natty Dresser, purveyors of quality menswear, now open Monday through Saturday in the heart of historic downtown Albany. Dress well, be confident, find success.
We set 'em up, you knock 'em down. Island Bowl, family entertainment for young and old. Clean and friendly, that's Highland Bowl. Bring your party, let the good times roll. Great food, good fun, that's Highland Bowl. We set 'em up, you knock 'em down. Island Bowl.
North 9th Street, Corvallis.
Take me out to Independent Auto Works. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts or Cracker Jacks. Once I'm there, always wanna come back. Let me root for the home team. They always win, it's not a shame. The Volkswagen repair parts are just plain advice. Make Independent Auto Works part of your game.
Independent Auto Works, a proud sponsor of Knights, Mariners, and Beaver Baseball.
1240 Joe Radio.
Brady Lavoie will lead things off for the Corvallis Knights in the bottom of the 5th. I thought I recognized Isaac Barnes earlier when I said a fan walking through the Jack Riley concourse very nonchalantly, and a ball bounced his way, and he just picked it up while walking through on the bounce. Well, he's come back the other way. Good to see Isaac here enjoying this night at Goss Stadium at Coleman Field. Nick Wilson's first pitch missing. Ball 1 to Brady Lavoie. The 1-0 pitch is outside. 2-0 the count. Brady has flied to right and struck out. Brady Lavoie, Ethan Lovelace, and Tyler Quinn against Nick Wilson. The 2-0 pitch, fastball grounded right at the second baseman, Mazzaferro. He looks it in and throws over the top to first to retire Brady Lavoie. Derek Gellos with the putout, 1 away, and Ethan Lovelace, who has an infield single and has bunted in the air for an out, will come to the plate. Again, if you're wondering about Kiko Romero, not in the lineup tonight, Kiko just said he had a minor tweak, is all he told me. Didn't exactly say what, where, or any more detail other than I'm fine and I should be back in the lineup tomorrow. The first pitch to Loveless in the DH slot tonight, a strike. The 0-1 pitch swung out and missed. Nick Wilson has done a nice job. The Knights scored 3 in the first inning off of the starter, Anthony Fidanza. Picked up a run in the second against Wilson. Managed to scratch one across last inning. Lead it 5-3. The strike 2 pitch to Loveless. He fights it off, fouling it Waldo away. It remains no balls and 2 strikes. The Sweets, meanwhile, a run in the third, left the sacks full in the fourth, 2 in the fifth. Wilson delivers way outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes the count. Nick Wilson, with the conditions having evened out, delivers a 1-2 pitch, a chopper to short. On the run is Girardin to field and fire and get Ethan Loveless by a step and a half. 2 down, and Tyler Quinn the batter. Little bit of sunshine remains in the ballpark, but a very little bit. Sun shining on the fence panels out in left center and across a little bit from left to right, and maybe just a sliver of sun atop the 14-foot fence in the left field power alley. But no longer are the left fielders dealing with the severe sun problem that usually accompanies the start of these ball games. In the layout here at Goss Stadium at Coleman Field, the home plate laid down in the year 1907. This ballpark, the oldest in the country, still in use since 1907. Tyler Quinn takes a strike. The 0-1 pitch from Nick Wilson misses a bit high. 1 ball and 1 strike to Tyler, who's been hit by a pitch and singled to left. 5-3 Corvallis, bottom of the fourth. The pitch to Quinn rolled slowly foul in front of the Knights dugout. In the count, 1 ball and 2 strikes to Tyler. He, like our pregame show guest, Will Clark, playing up the road at Pacific University. 1-2 to Tyler Quinn. Nick Wilson looking for the first 1-2-3 inning of the night for Walla Walla. Delivers the breaking ball down, ball 2, 2-2. Timo Becerra on deck. The Knights and Bellingham Bells tomorrow night will be back here for a 6:25 pregame. 2-2 pitch has popped up on the left side. The third baseman, Jordan Andrade, in. Juggled it a bit, but makes the catch. And the Knights do go down 1-2-3 in the bottom of the fifth. Through 5, it's still the Knights 5 and the Sweets 3 on 1240 Joe Radio.
Locally owned and operated for over 30 years, people in the Mid-Valley have been going to Corvallis Floor Covering. They thank their many friends and customers for your continued support and look forward to working with you on your next remodeling project. Browse through their large showroom with a beautiful selection of carpet, countertops, sheet vinyl, linoleum, tile, hard surface floors, and window coverings from all the popular brands. Corvallis Floor Covering, corner of 2nd and Van Buren downtown, or log on to corvallisfloorcovering.com. Shop local. Shop Corvallis Floor Covering.
When it's more than just your lawn, it deserves the Kubota Z400. Get a head-turning offer on class-leading speed, agility, simple deck height adjustments, and a quality cut. When you need comfort and performance, then you need the professional-grade Kubota Z400. Right now, get the Kubota Z400 mower for 0 down, 0% APR for 36 months. Now through June 30th. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Your local Kubota dealer is Lynn Benton Tractor on Highway 99E in Tangent.
If you feel you're overpaying on your taxes and you're not as profitable as you should be, you're not alone. At Tax and Wealth Management in Corvallis, they can help because that's what they do. They work with individuals and business owners to lower your taxes, increase your profit, and manage your cash flow. They provide bookkeeping and payroll services too. Give them a call at 541-753-4185. That's 753-4185. And get in the game. Tax and Wealth Management in Corvallis, your hometown tax team. And go Beavs.
1240 Joe Radio.
Neil Feist remains in the ball game as we go to the top of the 6th here at Goss Stadium at Coleman Field. The Corvallis Knights leading Walla 5-3. Between innings, I just thought I'd double check the legacy of Walla Padres baseball. The great Tony Gwynn playing there in 1981. Pat Casey did play there, embarking in his professional career the summer before. Pat had 6 homers and 28 RBIs in 52 games as a member of the Walla Padres in the summer of 1980. The first pitch from Neil Feist misses to Derek Gellos. The 1-0 pitch is in there to Derek, who singled to left, stolen a base, scored a run, and walked. 1-1 to Derek Gellos. 5-3 Knights in the 6th in the rubber game of this 3-game set. Gellos lifts one foul into the upper grandstand above the Jack Riley Concourse. 1-2 to Derek. Devin Ornelas on deck with Leo Rivera to follow. Breeze is picking up and blowing out towards left center. Feist delivers, swung on and missed by Derek. Strike 3. 1 away. Devin Ornelas to the plate. I asked Derek before the game about his uncle Lou. He said he thinks Lou might be tuning in on the live stream tonight. And as we mentioned earlier, Lou, if you're listening, Ron Callan sends along his best. I asked Derek, I said, hey, did your uncle stay? Because I lost touch and lost track. He returned to Portland, did Lou. I'm not sure how many years he worked in the Portland market after leaving Seattle. And he said no, he went to work for Microsoft. So that smart man. The first pitch, a strike to Ornelas. Neil Feist comes back, swung on and missed, and the count 0-2. So Lou, sounds like a good life choice. You got that sportscasting bug out of your system and went and had a good second career, I hope. And Derek seemed to think that you did. The strike 2 pitch rolled foul up along first. 0-2 the count to Devin Ornelas. 1 out, nobody on, top of the 6th inning. 5-3. The Knights had a big lead early, but a good job here by the Sweets to put some pressure on each of the last 3 innings. The strike 2 pitch missing high to Ornelas. The 1-2 pitch is fouled away, in fact, into Urchin Alley. Very little action in the alley tonight. 1 ball and 2 strikes the count. Tough night for Ornelas at the plate. He struck out twice. Out of the stretch works Neil Feist, trying to get him again. The right-hander delivers, fastball up and in, ball 2, 2-2. The Bellingham Bells, 6:35 tomorrow and Friday night, 1:05 on Sunday, one of the earlier starts that we've had. The pitch on the way is hit foul again. This one will land on top of the McGrath family press box roof, just to my left, and then bound down into the main entrance area to the ballpark. It remains 2 balls and 2 strikes to Devin Ornelas. A slicing foul ball down the left field line toward the TNT Builders party deck. The ball lands down there where the Lynn Benton Housing Authority folks are enjoying a party on the TNT party deck. Olafson Design Group in the Omaha Room. OSU Foundation folks have spread out at the command of Mo. The OSU Foundation people, they've kind of spread themselves out throughout the ballpark. The 2-2 fastball, high and inside, ball 3, 3-2. The Knights have only had from the mound 1 clean inning. That was the top of the first from Ryan Brown. There has been some form of activity on the bases in every other frame. We're in the 6th. 5-3 Corvallis. The 3-2 pitch is popped up on the left side. Calling for it is Neil Feist, and he stays with it in foul territory between Timo Becerra, the third baseman, and Tyler Quinn, the catcher. And Feist makes the catch for out number 2. You don't see pitchers in that situation call for the ball very often. Andrew Moore was a tremendous athlete competitor for the Beavs, and he made some plays on the run, on foul balls. I remember one in particular on the first base side that no one had a chance to get to, but he managed to sprint into foul territory here on the right side and make a near spectacular catch. The pitch to Leo Rivera, a strike, and the count 0-1. Leo has doubled to right and popped to short. A strike one pitch, strike two to Leo, the designated hitter. 0-2 the count. 2 down, nobody on. Neil Feist looking for a 1-2-3 frame. Out of the stretch, delivers, and he should get it. A fly ball into shallow right. Eli Kennel coming in. Eli calls off the second baseman Mason Lee to make the catch. And it is a 1-2-3 frame for Neil Feist. We go to the bottom of the sixth. The Knights 5, Walla 3 on 1240 Joe Radio.
Are you a veteran living in Lynn County? You qualify for benefits that you earned. Home loans, disability compensation, health care, transportation, and more. You've earned them. Use them. Call 541-967-3882 and let Lynn County's Veteran Services help you. Do you know a veteran living in Lynn County? Help them call 541-967-3882. Lynn County Veteran Services can help them take advantage of benefits they earned. Lynn County Veteran Services, serving our local veterans.
I just got home from a fishing trip to find that we had a new patio with pavers and everything. I told my wife I didn't want to do it. So she went ahead, put the plans together, and went to Philomath Rental, where she got all the tools she needed, and they showed her how to use the equipment. The patio looks great. Now she's planning more projects. Thank you, Philomath Rental.
Philomath Rental, next to Landmark Realty, 1.5 miles west of the Sunset Shopping Center. For tools and equipment for home, farm, and business, check out Philomath Rental.
Downward Dog across the Ocean Campus is serving up cold drinks and tasty food on their sunny patio. Burgers like the Hangover Helper or Double Trouble. If you prefer, substitute a house-made veggie patty and enjoy appetizers, wraps, salads, and sandwiches. And breakfast is served until 2. The food at Downward Dog is made fresh from scratch and locally sourced whenever possible. And they specialize in mouth-watering handcrafted cocktails and thirst-quenching local microbrews. So stop by the Downward Dog today. Open 7 days a week from 10 a.m. until 10 p.m. on 23rd and Monroe across from the OSU campus.
I don't know. I think
1240 Joe Radio.
Yeah, but he might be taking this. I can't remember. He told me, but I can't remember. A new pitcher for the Walla Sweets, Jace Hansen, 6'4", 210 out of Yakima Valley and Ammon, Idaho. And he'll take over and face Timo Becerra, Logan Johnstone, and Mason Lee. The scheduled hitters for the Knights in the bottom of the sixth, with Corvallis leading the Walla Sweets by a score of 5-3. I wanted to get by and say hello to Tyler Haft. Didn't get a chance to meet Tyler when I was on the field. Didn't have enough time. There's never enough time to do the things you want to do once you find them. And I wanted to find Tyler Haft and couldn't get to him to ask him about his pronunciation, whether somehow he was related to the left-hander for the Detroit Tigers, Billy, of the same spelling. Didn't get to, but I did read, just looked up Billy Haft for whatever it was worth, Billy Heft. And the only note, and he was a 20-game winner one year, so that's impressive in its own right, but Billy Heft gave up Harmon Killebrew's first career home run. And Billy has nothing to be ashamed about for that, because Harmon went on to hit 572 more. Here's Jace Hansen ready to go. First pitch, a ground ball through into left field, base hit for Timo Becerra. Nice swing for Timo, who previously was 0 for 2. He gets a leadoff single for the Knights here in the bottom of the sixth inning, and Logan Johnstone will be the batter. And that all came to mind thinking about Harmon Killebrew from Idaho. Also lived, it might have been born in Oregon. I spent some time in Oregon, but Killebrew, one of the nicest men ever to play the game. Ah, what a sweet man and a good man, a great Minnesota Twin. Logan Johnstone, the batter, swings at the first pitch and fouls it back. No balls and a strike. Logan singled to right and scored in the first. Grounded out in the second, but walked and scored in the fourth. So as always, Logan right in the middle of some important action for the Knights, trying to follow up the leadoff single by Timo Becerra with one of his own. The strike one pitch, fooled and out in front, swings and doesn't get it. 0-2 the count. Killebrew, a great Minnesota Twin. It was 34 years ago tonight. Harmon wasn't involved with this, but 34 years ago tonight, June 23rd of 1988, that the world champion Minnesota Twins came to Portland Civic Stadium for an exhibition game. A pickoff throw to first. The ball gets away from Derek Gellos, but holding at first base is Timo Becerra. A little bit slow in getting back, and Timo not popping up with alacrity. Thus had no shot to go to second. He holds at first. A little bit of a pop-up there on Timo's part. He might have been able to motor down to second. He gets his lead with a count of 0-2. Jace Hansen delivers. And Logan Johnstone fouls it back. Mason Lee on deck. 34 years ago tonight, the world champion Twins came, and it was the biggest crowd I ever saw at Civic Stadium for baseball. 21,000 plus. Kirby Puckett, the late Kirby Puckett, and others put on a great show for the fans up in Portland 34 years ago tonight. Mason Lee, a fly ball to shallow left, racing in to make a running catch. And a good one. Devin Ornelas back to first base goes Timo Becerra. Good play by Ornelas. One away in the bottom of the sixth inning. And that'll bring to the plate Mason Lee, who is 3 for 3. Mason has tripled, singled, and had a bunt single. And he's at the plate now, the pride of Cal State Northridge. Mason Lee looking for a 4-hit night. Timo Becerra at first, 1 out. Out of the stretch works big Jace Hansen. And the first pitch hits Mason Lee up near his left shoulder. He'll trot down to first. Timo Becerra to second. Xander Darby to the plate. But the Knights trying to create a little bit more breathing room. Up 5-3 in the bottom of the sixth inning. Darby has doubled home a run, walked, and struck out. The thing I remember most about that 34 years ago, the event nature of it, the world champion Minnesota Twins coming. The year before, they had come to Portland for an exhibition game, and they weren't the world champions, and they drew about 8,000. They won the title in 87, came back for an exhibition game in 88. The pitch gets through the catcher, Kai Osaka, and the runners will move up 90 feet. Becerra to third base, and into second goes Mason Lee. I'm writing in pass ball at the moment. And Brooks hatched those signals wild pitch. I disagree with Brooks. He's giving the signal at the top of the steps. I thought that ball should have been handled. Now, I'm not going to go Leo DeRocher and get into some major argument with Brooks about it. I'll just scratch out pass ball and write in wild pitch. I'm just saying that pitch needs to be caught. That's all I'm saying. Now, 1-0 the count. Jace Hansen runners at second and third. Over the top, breaking ball misses. Ball 2, 2-0 to Xander Darby. So 21,000 show up 34 years ago, 14 more than had shown up the previous year. You think people like a winner? They do. And the Twins had won the World Series in 7 games over Whitey's Cardinals in 87. The 2-0 pitch to Darby misses. Ball 3, 3-0. Eli Kennel on deck. 5-3 Knights in the bottom of the sixth. The thing that I liked best about that day and that event, late afternoon into the early evening, Kirby Puckett as an ambassador for the game. The 3-0 pitch on the way, outside to load him up. Xander Darby draws the walk, bases loaded, and 1 out for Eli Kennel, who had a sacrifice fly in the 4th inning, has struck out and flied to center. Brooks is bringing me a note. I don't think it's to apologize for the pass ball wild pitch call, but he's handing me something here with the bases loaded and 1 out. Adley has a big ball game. Thank you very much. The Orioles defeat the White Sox 4-0. Pitching coach Brandon Vial out to visit with Jace Hansen. The Knights have loaded the bases with 1 out for Eli Kennel, trying to bust this thing open a little bit. Leading 5-3 in the bottom of the sixth. Adley ends up going 2 for 4, a 2-run homer, 3 RBIs. also had an RBI double. The Orioles 4, the White Sox nothing, and it's beginning to come together for Adley. And yeah, I'm sure there had to be a little bit of nervousness amongst Oriole faithful who've been waiting for Adley's arrival for a long time. The number 1 overall pick in the 19 draft. I think his service time, the clock on Adley manipulated by the Orioles. Adley should have been up sooner, but the long wait is over finally this year, this spring, and after a slow start, really heating it up, and that's great to see. And none of us who saw him in the orange and black of Oregon State are surprised, but so happy for Adley Rutschman. Now Eli Kennel steps in with the bases loaded and 1 out. And Eli, who had a sacrifice fly in his last plate appearance, takes low, ball 1, 1-0. Timo Becerra at third, Mason Lee at second, Xander Darby at first. 5-3 Knights in the sixth. Jace Hansen with the infield at double play depth from the high set position comes to the plate. Fastball in there to Eli, 1-1 the count. I know that late in his life, a kind of a sad end for Kirby Puckett. And I am not even willing to kind of go back and look at some of the details about some of those things we heard and read about late. Kennel swings and strokes one into right field, base hit. Becerra scores, Mason Lee will score, and Eli Kennel with a 2-run single. He has 3 RBIs on the night, and the Knights open up a 7-3 lead on the strength of 3 RBIs in his last 2 plate appearances for Eli Kennel. On the play, Xander Darby able to go to third. And Eli Kennel continues to swing it so well. While we're talking about the former Beaver and Adley Rutschman, certainly a thrill to be talking about a future Beaver in Eli Kennel having a tremendous summer. And he, like Adley, a Corvallis Knight. Jace to the plate. Hansen's pitch missing high and inside to Titus Dimitru. Runners at the corners and 1 out. But that June 23rd in Portland, Kirby signed early, took pictures with fans, stayed late, participated in the home run derby when Kent Herbeck and some of the other Twins opted out of so doing. Kirby participated, lofted balls, played the entire game, and just ingratiated himself, I know, with Portland Beavers fans. A great ambassador for the game in those days. First and third, 1 out. The 1-1 pitch to Titus Dimitru misses low and in, ball 2, 2-1. Titus Dimitru working on a good ball game. An RBI single in the first, an RBI double in the second, and has a chance for another run batted in here. A throw to first, and Eli Kennel back. 7-3 Knights, bottom of the 6th inning. Eli Kennel responsible for driving in the last 3 Knights runs. Now Dimitru looking for his 3rd RBI as the Knights seek to take full control of this one again here in the middle innings. Jace Hansen from the stretch. There goes Kennel. A fly ball to center field and deep. Back goes Josh Williams, still going back all the way to the track. Makes the catch on the warning track in dead center field. Tagging at third and coming in to score is Xander Darby on the sacrifice fly for Titus Dimitru, who joins Eli Kennel in the 3 RBI club. And the Knights now lead it 8-3. A throw to first base. Eli Kennel not properly tagging and is thrown out at first for a double play. The run counts because the run scored before the appeal took place. And Eli Kennel went a long way to second and may not have touched second on the way back. I'm not exactly sure. I was beginning to make notes, just assuming that the sacrifice fly was in the books, and while making notes, an appeal play made at first base, and Eli Kennel called out for a double play sacrifice fly. Those occasionally happen in this life, and it just did here. But Dimitru does pick up his 3rd RBI. The run counts. The Knights lead it 8-3 as we go to the 7th. A new pitcher coming in. We'll find out whom when we return. After 6, 8-3 Corvallis on 1240 Joe Radio.
If you've been putting off that home remodeling project but have finally decided to take a leap and get it done, Corvallis Floor Covering can help. Stop by and browse through their large showroom with a wide variety of carpet, laminate, tile, wood, and vinyl flooring and window coverings from all the popular brands. Corvallis Floor Covering is at the corner of 2nd and Van Buren downtown, or log on to corvallisfloorcovering.com. Shop local. Shop Corvallis Floor Covering. And go Beavs!
For auto glass solutions, better call the Glass Man. Call 541-760-2277. Call the Glass Man.
Need your auto glass repaired or replaced? Need to recalibrate your advanced car safety system? Don't call that 800 number. Call the Glass Man.
For auto glass solutions, better call the Glass Man. Call 541-760-2277. Call the Glass Man.
Dave's Performance Hybrids is the Willamette Valley's Prius experts and your Toyota dealer alternative. Dave's is now offering hybrid battery warranty extension for every Prius. If your Prius has an original battery or was replaced somewhere else and has expired, invest in Dave's hybrid battery warranty extension before it fails and save 50% off the price of a 1 to 5 year warranty, including testing. Need an oil change? Get $20 off your next oil service at Dave's Performance Hybrids. Off I-5 and Highway 20 in Albany. Online at davesperformancehybrids.com.
1240 Joe Radio.
Through 6 innings at Goss Stadium at Coleman Field, the Corvallis Knights 8 runs, 11 hits, and no errors. Walla 3 runs, 6 hits, and 1 error. Left-hander Ethan Ross goes to work in the 7th inning with a 5-run lead, and the first pitch is a knee-high fastball for a strike to Jared Mazzaferro, the leadoff hitter for Walla. Mazzaferro has grounded to second, struck out, singled to center, and scored a run. Ethan out of San Jose State delivers a good fastball, swung on and missed. The count 0-2. The ruling, according to Brooks Hatch on Kennel, was that he failed to touch second base. He went all the way to second, going on the 3-2 pitch on the sacrifice fly from Dimitru. Ethan Ross makes quick work of Mazzaferro. Fastball got him swinging. 1 away in the top of the 7th. J.J. Girardin, the batter. So failing to touch second on his return to first was the call. The appeal play at second base at the end of the sacrifice fly by Dimitru. Well-struck ball to dead center. Hit about 395 feet on the fly. Ended up being a sac fly double play with the out recorded 8-4 on the appeal that Eli Kennel did not retouch second base on his way back to first. And no argument from Brook Knight, so evidently that is what unfolded. Girardin takes low, ball 1, 1-0. Ethan Ross, the big lefty, back to the plate with a 1-0 pitch. Misses down and in. 2 balls and no strikes. Ethan Ross, 6'2", 195 from El Centro, California, and competes at San Jose State. An 8-3 lead for the Knights in the 7th. Ross delivers just inside, ball 3. Ethan making just his second appearance this summer with the Knights. And in his 1 inning of work, struck out the side for a save. Comes back with a 3-0 pitch and issues his first walk of the summer of 2022. A 4-pitch affair. Ball 4 to J.J. Girardin. And Josh Williams will be the hitter. The 5th walk issued by Knights pitching tonight. They have an 8-3 lead in the top of the 7th inning. Josh Williams looking at Coach Van Horn going through the signs at third. Josh has grounded to third, struck out, and singled. Brady Lavoie holding on the runner, J.J. Girardin. Ethan Ross to the plate. Very high and off the mitt of Tyler Quinn. Quinn looked for the ball in the webbing of his mitt in vain. That got a piece of the home plate umpire coming through. 1 ball and no strikes to Josh Williams, with J.J. Girardin into second base on what I presume will be a wild pitch. Josh Williams with a count of 1 ball and no strikes, with Walla trying to kind of answer back. The Knights scoring 3 in the bottom of the 6th to push the lead to its largest of the night. And now time called. Tyler Quinn goes out to make sure that he and Ethan Ross are on the same page with signs, and maybe even change them up a bit now that the Sweets have J.J. Girardin at second. Top of the 7th in this series finale. Quinn and Ross continue their communications. And now Ethan will go back to work against the left-hand hitting Josh Williams with J.J. Girardin at second. Ross and Tyler Quinn the battery for the Knights. Brady LeBoy at first, Mason Lee at second, Xander Darby at short, Timo Becerra at third, Titus Dimitru in left, Logan Johnstone in center, Eli Kennel in right. Fastball from Ethan, misses low, ball 2. A 3-pitch strikeout to Jared Mazzaferro, and now 6 consecutive pitches out of the zone from Ethan. William Pfennig, who has been hitting a ton in the summer of 2022, on deck. The 2-0 pitch is ball 3, 3-0. Ethan appeared to be just coming in out of the bullpen, firing strikes 3 in a row to Mazzaferro, but has now thrown 7 consecutive out of the zone, trying to find his way back. Comes to the plate and delivers a 3-0 fastball for a strike. 3-1 the count. In the bottom of the 7th inning, the Friends of the Library 50-50 raffle winner will be drawn. A good night for the Catalyst Psychiatry nonprofit of the game. The front pitch misses for ball 4. Shades of last night as this one proceeds. Not quite, and my hope is we don't quite get in that same range. With 17 walks for the two teams combined, Brooke Knight may have decided that that's enough. He's on his way to talk to Tyler Quinn. And talking to Quinn, I don't know what exactly is going on here, whether Ethan Ross is dealing with something of a physical nature, and that could be it. Kayla, the pinch hitting trainer for Michaela from PT Northwest, is on her way out to the mound. And I'm not sure Ethan Ross called for Brooke or Tyler Quinn to come out, or Kayla for that matter. But Brooke saw something maybe that he didn't like in terms of Ethan's follow-through or delivery, the mechanics, whatever the case. So this is not a visit. This is Brooke Knight going out to check on Ethan Ross. And Ethan appears as though he's going to stay in the game. Kayla and Brooke walk back towards the Gary Baker dugout on the third base side here at the ballpark. And Ethan does appear to be kind of stretching out a little bit, does a deep knee bend, and didn't appear to be favoring anything. And it almost again looked as though it was something Brooke Knight espied, not so much that Ethan himself may have felt that he needed attention on. Sean Weiss gets up and grabs a glove and will head down towards the Knights bullpen in a moment. Ethan to the plate, swung on and missed on the first pitch to William Pfennig. 0-1 the count. But just when it appeared the Knights were kind of back in cruise control, 8-3 lead in the 7th, back-to-back walks, and the hottest hitter in the league in William Pfennig at the plate. The strike one pitch on the way. He pops one foul. This one will get on top of Dixon Reck to our right, and the count goes to 0-2. And now here comes Brooke Knight, and he must see something that Ethan Ross himself doesn't feel or know about. I don't. Again, Brooke is on his way out, and this will be something indeed to talk to Brooke about tomorrow. Ross, from my perspective, doesn't appear to be favoring anything. His velo looks firm and nice, but something isn't quite right from Brooke Knight's perspective, and whether Ethan Ross had anything going on coming into this outing, I don't know. But He's coming out after throwing 2 strikes to William Fennig. That's the surprising part. And he may have a slight hitch, a little bit. I'm not exactly sure what's going on. Now, Sean Weiss, who just went down to the bullpen because he's replacing a pitcher who was injured, will have as long as he wants to warm up. So if Sean wants to take us, a nice little leisurely, he could take 15, 20 pitches if he wants them. He has as long as he wants to get ready when replacing an injured pitcher. And Sean had just been dispatched to the bullpen, and whether he even got a pitch in down there, I don't know. He had just arrived and made a U-turn right back to the mound. Sean will take over with Ethan Ross walking off, and it's a bit of a mystery. We'll try to talk to Brooke tomorrow and find out just what might be ailing Ethan. But Ethan comes out. Paul, you seem to have something you want to tell me, and what is it?
Well, I think that might have more to do with Brooks taking care of the pitchers for the coaches from the teams they come
okay.
from. You know what I mean?
Okay, well, yeah, I understand. It's a point well taken. We're going to take a pitching change break. We'll make it a 2-minute break back in studio, Garrett, because Sean needs a little time to loosen up. We'll take a 2-minute pitching change break with the Knights leading Walla 8-3. Hope that Ethan Ross is okay. We'll return after this on 1240 Joe Radio.
When you think of Albans, you think plumbing. And when you think of plumbing, you think water. Hi, this is Katie Albin. Some plumbing projects don't have anything to do with water. At Albin's Plumbing, we also work with natural gas and propane lines. So if you need a gas line for home heating, cooking, or for a gas water heater, give us a call.
At Albin's Plumbing, plumbing's all we do. Call 754-8282. Albin's Plumbing.
Does your financial advisor take the time to really listen to you? Is your financial strategy personalized for you and your family? Will your financial advisor be there as your life and financial situation change? Hi, I'm former Oregon State athlete Tim Ewis, your Corvallis Edward Jones financial advisor. When we work together, we'll focus on what's important to you. We'll use an established process to create a personalized financial strategy backed by the advice, tools, and resources to help you reach your goals. And we'll partner to help your strategy stay on track. Contact me today, 541-758-8245. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Do you ever experience headaches? Or how about back pain? Here at Horesco Chiropractic, we truly believe that everybody deserves to live a life without pain. Our doctors will get to the root of your condition and create a custom treatment plan to help you get back to living the best version of your life. Our patients often say how amazed they feel care is. Start on the journey of improved health by giving us a call today or visiting our website at horesco.com. Horesco Chiropractic in Corvallis. We really can make a world of difference for you.
Taste the incredible flavors of India at Evergreen Indian Restaurant. Enjoy delicious, made-to-order Indian cuisine using traditional recipes and fresh ingredients, including a variety of entrees and tandoori specials. Evergreen Indian Restaurant is open for takeout orders from 11:30 to 2:30 p.m. and open for dine-in and takeout from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. daily except Tuesdays. View the menu and order online at evergreenindianrestaurant.com on Southwest 3rd in downtown Corvallis, West 7th in Eugene. Evergreen Indian Restaurant.
1240 Joe Radio.
Well, perfect timing in that Sean Weiss is indeed ready to go, inheriting an 0-2 count, 1 out. The strike 2 fastball taken, strike 3 called. Sean Weiss sent to the bullpen, got down there. I don't think had a chance to throw any pitches. Quickly the U-turn back onto the field. Takes maybe 10 to 12 warm-up pitches and then throws a strike past William Fennig. Strike 3 called, 2 down. And Jordan Andrade, the batter, with the Knights leading 8-3, 2 on, 2 out, top of the 7th inning. Sean Reddy comes to the plate. Popped up on the right side. He should be out of this on 2 pitches. Calling for it is the second baseman, and then the ball goes under Eli Kennel. 1 run is in. The throw to the plate bounces away from the catcher, Tyler Quinn. 2-run scores. The Knights give up more runs on an out they should have had. It's not good baseball there. And Eli Kennel has got to take charge of that ball in right field and make the catch. The second baseman, Mason Lee, went out and did call on the pop fly to shallow right. Eli with some work to do as an outfielder. The kid can flat out hit. But that's a couple of balls, in my view anyway, that he should have caught here tonight that he hasn't. And it's gone from 8-3 to 8-5 on 2 gift runs for Walla Walla here in the top of the 7th inning. Mason Lee did go out a long way to shallow right field on the pop fly that was up there a long time, but if there's any doubt, then that's the right fielder's ball. Just simply take charge of it. Sean Weiss throws his third pitch, and it's in there for a strike to Andrade, or to Kai Osaka. 0-1 the count. Sean Weiss had done his job, striking out Pfennig, and had produced the third out with his second pitch, and the Knights did not get that third out. And 2-run score, and it's also painful in that no longer in that breathing room and nice easy cruise control. That's gone. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 down to Kai Osaka. Andrade at second. 8-5. The 1-1 pitch hit foul towards Urchin Alley. This glances off of Dixon Rec, and the Urchins play it off the brick to our right. 1-2 the count. And in fairness to Eli, he hasn't played much outfield. He's been a middle infielder at Santiam Christian High School, and maybe for his travel team too. I don't think he spent much time in the outfield and still learning the ropes out there. The 1-2 pitch from Weiss is swung on and missed. Sean does a great job. The inning is over, but Walla Walla gets a couple of gift runs to draw closer. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Corvallis 8, Walla Walla 5 on 1240 Joe Radio.
Get a great deal on versatile Kubota equipment today, like Kubota BX and L Series compact tractors, part of our under 100 horsepower tractor lineup rated #1 for reliability. Z Series mowers and Sidekick utility vehicles. Stop by your local Kubota dealer today. Bring home the Kubota L2501 tractor for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 60 months. Now through June 30th. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for more details.
Your local Kubota dealer is Lynn Benton Tractor on Highway 99E in Tangent.
Taste the incredible flavors of India at Evergreen Indian Restaurant. Enjoy delicious made-to-order Indian cuisine using traditional recipes and fresh ingredients, including a variety of entrees and tandoori specials. Evergreen Indian Restaurant is open for takeout orders from 11:30 to 2:30 p.m. and open for dine-in and takeout from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. daily except Tuesdays. View the menu and order online at evergreenindianrestaurant.com on Southwest 3rd in downtown Corvallis and West 7th in Eugene. Evergreen Indian Restaurant.
This is Mike Parker for Even Flow Plumbing, your trusted award-winning plumber for the Mid-Valley. Even Flow specializes in complete plumbing and drain cleaning solutions for residential and commercial jobs. They treat your home like it's their home, and their flat rate pricing means no surprises at the end of the job. Even Flow takes pride in doing the job right the first time. Just call 541-738-8853 for all your plumbing needs. When you need a pro, go with the flow. Even Flow Plumbing.
1240 Joe Radio.
The Knights give up 2 runs. They're unearned. 2 walks opening the door for the runs to score, but 2 errors on the play, according to Brooks Hatch. One he gave to Brady Lavoie, the first baseman, then he gave one on the throw from the second baseman, Mason Lee, that allowed Andrade to go to second. So 2 unearned runs for Walla Walla tightens the ball game up considerably. It goes from 8-3 to 8-5 as we go to the bottom of the 7th inning. A new pitcher in for Walla Walla. Trevor Sorensen takes over, a right-hander, loosening up with his battery mate Kai Osaka. Brady Lavoie, Ethan Lovelace, and Tyler Quinn. Not fully sure, why Lavoie got an error. Lavoie originally called for that ball on the pop-up on the right side. Then at the last moment, Mason Lee, the second baseman, came in and was calling off Lavoie. Eli Kennel was also coming in. In the long run, that's a ball with the confusion that was going on. That's a ball that Eli, honestly, in my view, should have taken charge of completely, coming in with a lot of time to come in on the high pop-up in right field and some confusion between the two infielders on the right side. That's a ball I think that Eli ultimately should take charge of. But in that case, the guy that maybe should have taken charge of it doesn't get an error at all, but both infielders on the play have been charged with errors by the official score. Brady Lavoie getting one, and the second baseman for the Knights, Mason Lee, getting another one. Bottom of the seventh inning now, 8-5. The first pitch from the new pitcher, Trevor Sorensen, drills Brady Lavoie in the back. And Brady heads down to first base. Ethan Lovelace, the designated hitter, will come to the plate. Trevor Sorensen, following Anthony Fidanza, Nick Wilson, and Jace Hansen into this ball game, and in here in the bottom of the seventh. 8-5. The last couple of ball games a little rough around the edges. Too many walks delivered, and the Knights' defense has not been sharp tonight. The pitch on the way to Ethan Lovelace misses high and away from Trevor Sorensen. 1 ball and no strikes the count. Through it all, though, the Knights winning last night 10-5, leading this one 8-5. A bunt in the air, foul. And the count, 1 ball and 1 strike out of the reach of the catcher, Kai Osaka. Bottom of the seventh, 8-5. 8 runs, 11 hits for the Knights. 5 runs, 6 hits for Walla Walla. Brady Lavoie hit by a pitch to lead things off. And now the right-hander Sorensen comes set. The 1-1 pitch with the runner going is high and away. The throw to second is not in time. Brady Lavoie in with the stolen base. And now Ethan Lovelace with a chance to move the runner or drive him in. It's one step closer to home. Pape Material Handling and All-Pro Property Services making a contribution with that steal to Community Outreach, Inc. 2 balls and a strike to Ethan Lovelace. Tyler Quinn on deck. Trevor Sorensen, a right-hander, and that's the only information listed about Trevor on the roster. He comes set and comes to the plate. Lovelace again showing bunt. Pulls the bat back and takes. Down and away, ball 3, 3-1. Sorensen reading his battery mate here in the bottom of the seventh inning. Kai Osaka delivers the 3-1 pitch. Lovelace bunts. Foul up along third. And the count goes full to 3-2. Lovelace has an infield single, has popped out and grounded to short. And Coach Brooke Knight really wanted to get that one of those runs back anyway, asking Ethan Lovelace to bunt on a 3-1 count. Lovelace himself has been drilled by pitches 7 times in this young season. The 3-2 pitch is a breaking ball outside for ball 4. And that'll bring Tyler Quinn to the plate, and it could indeed be that Quinn is up there to bunt. He has a sacrifice on the season. Ethan Lovelace, by the way, was looking for his first. And Tyler Quinn to the plate with runners at first and second. And nobody out in the bottom of the seventh inning. The Knights leading 8-5. Trevor Sorensen has come out of the bullpen a little bit rockily with a hit batter and a walk. Tyler Quinn at the plate. Tyler not bunting. He's hit by the pitch. That's 2 that he's drilled in the upper back in the inning, and he's walked the other guy. So 2 hit batters and a walk have loaded the bases. Timo Becerra, the hitter. And here comes the pitching coach, Brandon Vial, to see if he can try to help Trevor Sorensen, who has worked prior to tonight just one game. He went 3 innings, gave up 3 hits with a walk and 6 strikeouts. He got the win. And he hit a batter in that one, too. So 6 strikeouts in hit batter. And both of those hit batters, I could tell just by the reaction physically of Brady Lavoie and Tyler Quinn, those are going to leave a mark. The kid throws hard. And he's not been able to command that fastball here in the inning. With 3 walks or 3 free passes, 2 in the form of hit batsmen. Timo Becerra at the plate. Timo has struck out, fly to right, single to Walla, 2 in the top of the 7th. Now the Knights have loaded the bases here in the bottom half. It's twilight time. The infield, at least at the corners, edging in for Becerra. Timo swings at the first pitch. The infield fly rule invoked. J.J. Girardin the catch. That's surprising to me, just given the wildness of the right-hander Sorensen. But Timo goes after the first pitch and pops out to short with the bases loaded and 1 out. And no one throwing in the bullpen back of Trevor Sorensen. Johnstone looking to break this one open a bit and to put the Knights back up comfortably. They've been in and out of the comfort zone throughout the evening. It's now 8-5 with the bases loaded and 1 out for the left-hand hitting Logan Johnstone. And the first pitch crosses up Kai Osaka. Breaking ball dropped by Kai, and Kai heads out to confer with Trevor Sorensen. Somebody missed a sign. The catcher, Kyle, catch it and did not give the home plate umpire a chance to look at what might have been a called strike on a good first pitch breaking ball. 1-0 the count to Logan Johnstone with the bases loaded and 1 out. The Knights leading 8-5. The play depth for the Walla Walla Sweets. And again, given the struggles with control is why I was a little surprised Timo swung at the first pitch. Sometimes when Timo thought that's what he might get and popped out. Now the 2-0 pitch is way outside, ball 3. It's got to be a take all the way. Again, just even with the numbers of green lights we've seen given, it wouldn't be the case here. Kicks and comes, the 3-0 fastball way outside, ball 4. An RBI for Logan Johnstone. Coming down the line for Mason Lee. And still no one throwing in the bullpen back of McKnight at the plate. He's been hit by a pitch, had a bunt single to center, and tripled. Bases loaded to Lee. Ball 1, 1-0. With Sorensen having hit 2, walked 2. On to first for a double play. The Knights bailing out the pitcher Sorensen. That pitch, I think, was out of the zone, and it was swung at by Lee, and he grounds into a 6-4-3 double play. The Knights should have gotten a lot more out of that than they just did. They get a run. We go to the 8th before 1,329. Park all year gives up a run. Unbelievable. We go to the 8th. 9-5 Knights on 1240 Joe Radio.
Are you a veteran living in Lynn County? You qualify for benefits that you earned. Home loans, disability compensation, health care, transportation, and more. You've earned them. Use them. Call 541-967-3882 and let Lynn County's Veteran Services help you. Do you know a veteran living in Lynn County? Help them call 541-967-3882. Lynn County Veteran Services can help them take advantage of benefits they earned. Lynn County Veteran Services, serving our local veterans.
We set them up, you knock them down. Island Bowl, family entertainment for young and old. Clean and friendly, that's Highland Bowl. Bring your party, let the good times roll. Great food, good fun, that's Highland Bowl. We set them up, you knock them down. Highland Bowl.
North 9th Street, Corvallis.
It's time for the pitchers to throw strikes and for the batters to deliver those clutch hits. It's time for Corvallis Knights baseball. Each year, the Knights look at this time as an opportunity to win another West Coast League championship. Just like a new season is an opportunity, so is getting recertified in first aid and CPR. It's an opportunity to practice your skills so you can be ready to help in an emergency. If it's that time for you, contact CPR Works at 541-760-7632 to schedule your next class. And go Knights!
1240 Joe Radio.
9-5 Knights as we go to the 8th inning. Sean Weiss to Derek Gellos just inside, ball 1. The 1-0 pitch. Gello swings a fly ball to center field, playable for Logan Johnstone. Moves over to make the catch, 1 away. And the batter will be Devin Ornelas. A bizarre way for the 7th inning to end when the Swedes picked up 2 runs unearned. 2 errors charged on the pop fly into shallow right field. But Sean Weiss is just through it all, kind of shrugging it all off, coming in for Ethan Ross, who left with a physical issue. A ground ball back up the middle, backhanded by Mason Lee. Good play. Throws to first, 2 down. Quickly 2 away in the top of the 8th inning with the Knights leading 9-5. Mason Lee has had a good ball game. Offensively, he scored 3 runs. He's tripled home run and just made an excellent play defensively. Sean Weiss's first pitch to Leo Rivera is in there for a strike. 0-1 the count. 2 down, nobody on. 8-5 Knights. Sean Weiss has come in and done what he's been doing now the last couple of summers, just filling up the zone. The strike 1 pitch is in there, and he has parlayed his skills into an opportunity at the D1 level with Hawaii next spring. Sean out of the stretch, 2 outs, nobody on. The strike 2 pitch on the way. Fastball taken. No swing on appeal, says the base umpire. Pitch was on the border of a high strike as it was, but misses a bit high, and the count 1-2 to Rivera. 2 down, nobody on. Sean Weiss getting the sign from Tyler Quinn. The pride of Canby High School comes set, delivers 1-2 down and away. 2-2 the count. The Knights with 3 in the first, 1 in the second, 1 in the fourth, 3 in the sixth, 1 in the seventh. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Sean ready, kicks and comes. The 2-2 breaking ball down and in. Ball 3. 3-2. He went from 0-2, and now it's 3-2. Sean trying to finish off Leo Rivera and get through the inning quickly. 1-2-3. Leadoff hitter Jared Mazzaferro on deck. 1 earned in the 7th. The 3-2 pitch swung on and fouled back by Rivera. Keeps the at-bat alive. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Bellingham here tomorrow night. 6:35. First pitch will be on the air at 6:25. Bellingham tomorrow night, Saturday night, 6:35, 1:05 on Sunday, an off day Monday, and off to good old Springdale next week. The pitch on the way. Weiss finishes the job. Fastball swung on and missed, and that is in honor of my high school history teacher, Bob Barrett, who never referred to Springfield as Springfield. He would always refer to it as Springdale. We actually do go to Springfield next Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. We go to the bottom of the 8th here tonight. The Knights 9 and Walla 5 on 1240 Joe Radio.
Dave's Performance Hybrids is the Willamette Valley's Prius experts and your Toyota dealer alternative. Dave's is now offering hybrid battery warranty extension for every Prius. If your Prius has an original battery or was replaced somewhere else and has expired, invest in Dave's hybrid battery warranty extension before it fails and save 50% off the price of a 1 to 5 year warranty, including testing. Need an oil change? Get $20 off your next oil service at Dave's Performance Hybrids. Off I-5 and Highway 20 in Albany. Online at davesperformancehybrids.com.
There was in the living room taking a nap when I heard a terrible sound. When are you going to start working on our deck and getting the house ready to paint? I'll do it, but not today. Well, if you won't do it, I'll do it myself. I know the guys at Philomath Rental can show me what I need to do, and since they're open 7 days a week, I can go out there today.
Uh-oh. Darn you, Philomath Rental.
Philomath Rental, next to Landmark Realty, 1.5 miles west of the Sunset Shopping Center. For tools and equipment for home, farm, and business, check out Philomath Rental.
Take me out to Independent Auto Works. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts or Cracker Jacks. Once I'm there, always wanna come back. Let me root for the home team. They always win, it's not a shame. For Volkswagen repair parts or just plain advice, make Independent Auto Works part of your game.
Independent Auto Works, a proud sponsor of Knights, Mariners, and Beaver Baseball.
1240 Joe Radio.
Bottom of the 8th inning, Xander Darby leads things off against Trevor Sorensen, who managed to give up just 1 run last inning. About as wild as I've seen a guy in this ballpark all spring or summer, and yet, in fairness to the kid, he was able to get an inning-ending double play as well as a first-pitch pop-out with the bases loaded. His first pitch here to Xander Darby misses high and away. He comes back with a 1-0 pitch, a strike, and the count 1-1. Darby has doubled home a run, walked twice, and struck out. 9-5 Knights, bottom of the 8th inning. 3 outs away from taking another series. The 1-1 pitch in there for strike 2. 1-2 the count from right-hander Trevor Sorensen. Following Anthony Fidanza, Nick Wilson, and Jace Hansen. The Knights using Ryan Brown, Kaden Siegel, Neil Feist, Ethan Ross, and Sean Weiss. A check swing on appeal, no swing, and the count even now. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Xander Darby. Eli Kennel on deck. The Knights sweeping their first 3 series of the year, and now 3 outs away from winning this rubber match. A pop fly in the twilight in foul territory. Backpedaling onto the warning track is the third baseman Andrade to make the catch. 1 away, and the batter will be Eli Kennel. Kind of a mixed bag of a night for Eli. Struck out, flied to center, had a sacrifice fly, and singled home 2 runs in his last at-bat. But learning the ropes as an outfielder, at least has been deployed as an outfielder a couple of times here in the summer of 2022 and has had a bit of a rough time of it in that respect tonight. But he, as always, swinging a potent bat, steps in now against Trevor Sorensen with the Knights leading 9-5. First pitch to Eli, taken for a strike, 0-1 the count. Titus Dumitru on deck. I think the Knights will have a different pitcher trying to close things out in the top of the 9th inning. I saw someone heading down there a few moments ago. Sean Weiss has been excellent, and I'm certain could finish the job, but I think the Knights will ask somebody else to try to get those last 3 outs. The strike 1 pitch is in there for strike 2. 0-2 the count. Fastball on the inside corner, strike 3 called. And after all of the struggles that the right-hander had last inning, it is impressive to see Sorensen come back and do a much better job here in his 2nd inning of work. Titus Dumitru will be the batter after the called 3rd strike on Eli Kennel. Dumitru, 3 RBIs on the night. Takes a first pitch strike from Trevor Sorensen, who has found himself. Boy, he was really struggling last inning, not able to find the strike zone. The Knights bailed him out, I thought, a little bit with some early swings when he was really not able to find the plate. And now Dumitru, a high pop fly on the right side. Second baseman Jared Mazzaferro makes the catch. A little bit of contact from Dumitru coming around first with the first baseman Derek Gellos. But the catch in the books, and the Knights go in order. We go to the top of the 9th inning. We will see a new pitcher coming in. We'll find out whom when we return. After 8, the Knights 9, and Walla 5 on 1240 Joe Radio.
If you feel you're overpaying on your taxes and you're not as profitable as you should be, you're not alone. At Tax and Wealth Management in Corvallis, they can help because that's what they do. They work with individuals and business owners to lower your taxes, increase your profit, and manage your cash flow. They provide bookkeeping and payroll services too. Give them a call at 541-753-4185. That's 753-4185. And get in the game. Tax and Wealth Management in Corvallis, your hometown tax team. And go Beavs.
Planning an Oregon staycation this year? You'll find a great selection of warm weather shirts, sandals, hats, even summer suits and sport coats for those special events. We have it all at the Natty Dresser, from hats to shoes and everything in between. You'll find everything the well-dressed man needs by brands you trust. Our services include suit rentals, alterations, and custom made-to-measure shirts. The Natty Dresser, purveyors of quality menswear, now open Monday through Saturday in the heart of historic downtown Albany. Dress well, be confident, find success.
At Thai Express, they've learned that when you treat your taste buds right, great things happen. Come and experience traditional Thai recipes with a sprinkle of new world creativity, like pad Thai, a curry, fried chicken dumplings, or one of their delicious soups, all customized to your taste. Thai Express is in Corvallis on 9th Street, behind Little Caesars. They're open for dine-in or visit their drive-thru. Don't be shy. Give them a Thai. Thai Express, locally and veteran-owned. It's same, but different.
1240 Joe Radio.
Joey Gartrell will get the opportunity for the Corvallis Knights to try to bring this thing home in the top of the 9th inning. The Knights leading Walla 9-5. Gartrell following Sean Weiss, Ethan Ross, Neil Feist, Kaden Siegel, and Ryan Brown. And Joey will go to work here in the top of the 9th against Jared Mazzaferro. The first pitch from Gartrell misses. Joey making his 4th appearance, 7 1/3 innings, 6 hits, 2 runs, both earned, a walk and 3 strikeouts, an ERA of 2.45. And Joey comes back and misses ball 2, 2-0. Gartrell ready, the 2-0 pitch, and even down 9-5. 2-0 pitch swung on and hit foul to the right and out of play by Mazzaferro. 2-1 the count. The leadoff hitter for Walla has grounded to second, struck out, singled to center, and struck out again. 9 runs, 11 hits, 2 errors for the Knights, 5 runs, 6 hits, an error for the Sweets. A line drive to right, Eli Kennel with a good read. Makes the catch. 1 away. And the batter will be J.J. Girardin. J.J. has struck out, grounded to short, and in his last 2 at-bats, walked each time and scored each time. The Knights 2 outs away from improving to 11-1 on the season. Walla would drop to 7-8. The Knights home to the Bellingham Bells. Bellingham, the leader in the North. So the leaders will battle one another tomorrow and through the weekend here at Goss Stadium at Coleman Field. The pitch to Girardin, fisted foul into the netting above the Sweets dugout on the first base side. No balls and a strike, top of the 9th inning. The Knights leading 9-5. Bellingham starting the night at 12-4, 3 up on the Kamloops Northpaws in the North Division. Good slider for a strike from Gartrell. And Joey is ahead of the count, no balls and 2 strikes. 6'4", 215-pound right-hander out of the University of Portland. Joey rocks, kicks, and delivers. The strike 2 pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3, 2 down. And that'll bring to the plate Josh Williams, representing the last gasp for the Walla Sweets. Good job by Joey Gartrell. And now looking for the final out. Gartrell, like The lefty, whom we just saw again tonight, pitched so effectively, Sean Weiss, out of Jay Bowler country, Canby High School. The first pitch to Williams in there for a strike, and Joey, the back-to-back Canby Cougar in the ball game. A strike away now as the 0-1 pitch fouled back in the count 0-2. 2 down, nobody on in the top of the ninth inning. The attendance tonight is 1,329. 1329 in the ballpark on Block 15 night. They have been our presenting sponsor. Joey Gartrell and the Knights a strike away from taking the series. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. 1,329 have enjoyed a nice night of baseball and now trying to help Joey and the Knights bring it home. The 0-2 pitch missing in the turf, 1-2 the count. Block 15, our presenting sponsor, and we've seen some great parties going on here tonight. Lynn Benton Housing Authority, Olafson Design Group, the OSU Foundation. The 1-2 pitch taken just outside, ball 2, 2-2. Gartrell, smile on his face, he thought that one might have done it. And a little bit of talk coming from within the Corvallis Knights dugout that the home plate umpire acknowledges, looking over. Now the 2-2 pitch is low and inside, ball 3, 3-2. This one was close to being over. 0-2 to Josh Williams. Now 3-2. Good battle by Josh to try to keep his team's flickering hopes alive. William Penning on deck. 9-5 Knights in the ninth. The 3-2 pitch is ball 4. The Knights pitching the last couple of nights has not been quite as sharp as what we're accustomed to. A lot of free passes. Last night, 8. And that's the 7th walk tonight. And that brings to the plate William Penning. Penning has singled to left twice, walked and struck out. 9-5 Corvallis, top of the ninth inning. Gartrell to the plate. A check swing under the hands, taken for a strike, and the count 0-1. First baseman Brady Lavoie playing behind the runner, Josh Williams. Williams goes to second. The Knights throw the ball into center field. Tyler Quinn, with nobody covering, threw anyway, and nobody broke to cover. Mason Lee and Xander Darby. And Quinn throws the ball into center and will be charged with the error. It's a 2-base error.
That's silly.
And again, it's just one of the Knights are going to win this ball game. 1 ball and 1 strike, 2 down, but it's been a little bit on the sloppy side defensively. The 1-1 pitch in there for a strike and the count 1-2. Our Washington Park Advisors player of the game is going to be Mason Lee, and it's going to be left to Blake Neiman, who's handling all of the media and live stream stuff. Young man on his way to Arizona State. Great young man with a bright future in the broadcast world. He'll be the one to get to ask the tough questions about the defense and perhaps communication issues that the Knights can improve on after tonight's ball game, which they're going to win. The 1-2 pitch rolled foul. The count remains 1-2. So it's nice you can work on things after a victory, but there have been some communication things that have hurt them in the later innings. Runner at third, 2 down, Josh Williams. The 1-2 pitch popped into the air right at first baseman Brady Lavoie, who makes the catch. The ball game is over, and the Knights do take the series. They lost the opener, came back to win last night 10-5. They win this one 9-5. And they will be continuing this homestand tomorrow night against the Bellingham Bells. The Knights do win it 9-5. That's going to do it for us here tonight at Goss Stadium at Coleman Field. We appreciate you riding along with us and tuning our way. The Knights get 3 RBI games tonight from Eli Kennel and Titus Dimitru, but Mason Lee is the Washington Park Advisor player of the game with an RBI triple in the first, a single and a run scored in the second. He also scored in the first. He had a bunt single in the fourth, was hit by a pitch and scored a run in the sixth, grounded into a double play in his last at-bat. So Mason will get the player of the game recognition. There were some other ball players who had good nights. Logan Johnstone walked twice and scored 2 runs, had a base hit. Xander Darby, an RBI double, walked twice and scored 3 runs. So the Knights find different ways to get it done here tonight. A couple of things on the defensive side that they'll work on going forward. And that's even something that Blake Neiman will inquire Mason Lee about in the post-game interview. We want to thank all of you for tuning our way and hope that you'll be back with us again tomorrow night when the Bellingham Bells come to town. We'll be on the air at 6:25 with a 6:35 first pitch. That's Cowbell Giveaway Night tomorrow night, presented by 99.9 Cricket Country. Get out here early and get your cowbell. We always need more cowbell, and we'll have it tomorrow night as you make your way into the ballpark. For Garrett Dworshak back in our studios in Albany on 1240 Joe Radio, this is Mike Parker thanking you for joining us. Again, our final score, the Corvallis and Walla 5. Talk to you tomorrow night right here on 1240 Joe Radio. So long, everybody.
You've been listening to exciting
Thank you,
Corvallis
Garrett.
Knights
See you tomorrow.
Baseball. Knights Baseball has been brought to you by Corvallis Floor Covering, Philomath Rental, Independent Auto Works, the Lynn County Veterans, Tax and Wealth Management, the Glassman, Thai Express, and by Albin's Plumbing. Corvallis Knights Baseball has also been brought to you